bonjour, hi guys. So for today's week, the video is kind of going to be like a mini podcast. I realized that it's been 5 years since I graduated high school, and a lot of things happened during those 5 years that it's like, why not talking to you a little bit about those things? I'm a little bit nervous, I don't know why, because I wrote down like kind of the main things that I want to talk about, and it kind of made me emotional, but not in a sad way, but more in a wow, I've been through this and I'm okay. And yeah, so let's do this. Through those 5 years, I met amazing people who turned out to be great friends, and I have still to this day the opportunity to call them mine. And through meeting a lot of people, you know, in school, you kind of unfortunately have to be aware that friendships don't last forever, even if you wanted to, and even if you thought you will be friends forever. Life kind of hits. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like a betrayal, or it doesn't have to be a big thing. Sometimes it's just an accumulation of little things, or the person just kind of showed their true colors. It can be a lot of different reasons depending on the situation. And I'm happy that even though I lost one of my someone that I thought would be like friends forever. I know I'm saying the word forever a lot, but like I feel like when you're young, you see life much more longer than it really is. And what I mean about that is you think that we all assume that we're all gonna die of an old age due to like medical reasons. Like we all think that we're gonna be dead at like 85 or plus, but that's unfortunately, and as sad as it is, not the reality of some of us, and we don't know. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm proud of myself that because of how much it hurts losing friends, it shows how much you love them and how much you were honest with your feelings in every moment you felt them like 100%. And oh my god, I'm getting emotional again. Wow. But I'm not talking to a specific friend, I'm talking like the whole course of me losing friends, because it happens, and I gotta think about the ones who stayed. And I'm really grateful that I call the people in my life friends. Okay. That was dramatic. That was an entrance. It's 3 minutes. Wow. During those 5 years, I also had 1 billion crushes, and we're still single, and we love that, and we appreciate that. Most of those crushes were, not to say all of them, fictional. I am guilty, okay? Let me live in delusion. Also the obvious. We went through a pandemic. I went to CEGEP, which is only here in Quebec that there's this educational system of like after high school, instead of us having 6 years of high school, we have 5. And after we have like 2 or 3 years of CEGEP, depending on what you want to study in. And after you have university. I graduated CEGEP. I'm in my second year out of 3 in university. My bachelor is only 3 years. I had my driver's license, sorry. Amazing, I can drive. Love that. I love driving also. I got my first job, then I quit 13 months after, and I had my second job at a retail store, which I absolutely love the people out there, and I still talk to them because I eventually quit this job after a year and a half almost, and people were amazing. Some of them I still call my friends to this day, and I absolutely love the environment and the ambiance of this workplace. What else did I go through? I got my third job. Love it. During those 5 years, I fell in love with Taylor Swift, with Gracie Abrams, Rosalia, Bad Bunny, and other incredible artists. The few that I named were the ones that I really had coup de foudre, really wow, their music hit me so much. And hopefully I'm going to go see Gracie Abrams in concert in 3 weeks. Yes, I still don't have my tickets, but I'm working through it. I watched completely The 100, The Office, and the third of Grey's Anatomy. I love the 3 shows that I just named. And The Office, ooh, so good. And The 100 too, and Grey's Anatomy too. Those are great shows. I fell in love with some YouTubers like Alicia Mary, even though I've known her for huge part for longer, but in the last 5 years I really, my love for her really grew. I fell in love with Lauren Geraldo, Brittany Broski, the list goes on. I did a lot of introspection that led me to the passion that I love, which is writing. It started with French poems, and now it turned to English songs. And one day, maybe, they may come out and see the light of the day, but I gotta be patient and persevere to not give up of this little dream of mine, that if I believe in it enough, it is going to happen. It's just a matter of time, and I know it sounds cheesy, but trust the process. When I graduated high school, I was 16, and now I am 21. I still don't have it figured out, and it's okay. Everyone's timing is different, and I gotta respect that and be proud of myself of every step that I take, even if there are only baby steps. Not be too harsh on myself, definitely. I'm going to work on that. I'm in my healing era. It kind of started with me writing English songs, because for me, when I write something that I'm proud about, it's something that I'm being vulnerable and honest and raw through the lyrics. And to get this feeling, you have to kind of work on your wounds that you kind of ignored for fortunately too long. But I'm slowly gonna succeed my healing journey. It's kind of weird thinking of high school now, having this 5-year gap since. I kind of realized that high school is like a micro society. You have the populars, the passionates, the douchebags. I gotta be honest, sorry. And when I was 14, I thought I had it all figured it out. That by being perfect would lead me to not have any regrets, which I was really, really wrong. But thankfully enough, a year later, sorry, I stopped this bullshit. I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna be myself. Not that I wasn't myself during this time, but I was trying too hard to be perfect, if that makes sense, and kind of seeking people's validation. When I was in Cégep, I was 17. I was in admiration of one of my friend who I'm super grateful that I have to call her my friend to this day. Even though we don't talk every day of the month, it's this type of friendship that you can talk like once a year and it's like nothing has ever changed, and it's I love this friendship so much. And I was in admiration of her because of how effortlessly she was herself, of how she didn't care. She was just here for a good time. She was like the incarnation of like who I wanted to be, if that makes sense. And to see her just be herself really motivated me to do the same. And kind of because I forget to mention that I am really shy, but I really like worked on that, so I'm not it's not that bad. But back then it was super bad. Like I wouldn't talk to people. I would be like, I still had friends, don't get me wrong, but I was a really shy kid to the point where I was kind of ashamed of like my personality because I don't know, I was insecure. And this friend of mine, by seeing her be just herself, it really motivated me to like do the same. And thanks to her, I am proudly myself. That's so cringe, I'm sorry. Like, thanks to her, I'm not scared to like make the first move and talk to people like first. That I don't need to wait for them to talk to me. I'm not scared of just showing the crazy from the start. Because if I'm comfortable with it, people will be too, you know? What else during those 5 years? During those 5 years, I also learned to live day by day, to not be stressed or anxious about life and its timeline. That nobody has, like, we shouldn't follow a specific timeline. We all have our each individual lives. We're all meant to do different things and accomplish different things. So I shouldn't compare my timeline to someone else who's the same age as me, because I may not see it right now, but God may have something also for me. I hope so. And I should be patient and really go step by step. When you have when you're going through a rough patch and you have like all those problems hitting you at the same time, go one problem at a time, one mistake at a time, one friendship at a time, and try your best, because you wouldn't have any regrets towards yourself if you knew that you tried your best. And trying your best, there may be some people who see at like an exterior point of view, see your actions and be like, oh, she's not trying enough. But we don't care about that. We really don't. And I'm 21 years old, and it's scary because technically this summer is going to be my last summer. And my last summer before entering like the workforce, because I'm graduating in the winter of next year. So technically, I hope so, I should be having a job for the following summer. And I don't have any plans really for this summer except of just having fun, seeing my friends as much as I can, doing things doing things out of my bucket list. I this summer I have a little bucket list, which is go to like a music festival. It doesn't have to be like a big expensive one. Like if I'm going to be realistic, I'm not going this summer in Coachella. Why? Because I have finals. And even if I didn't have finals, I don't have the money nor the money. Let's be honest. So I can go like to a local music festival. I this summer I want to go to the beach. I want to have a beach day with my friends. I want to have a road trip with my friends. Like it doesn't have to be like to somewhere fancy like New York City, but it could be like just I don't know, a place in the US. I would love to. Because I'm from Montreal, Canada, so it's just changing environment a little bit, go on a getaway road trips with some of my friends. It would be amazing. This summer I want to, oh my god, have a little campfire like hangout and just talk about our deepest darkest secrets with all of my friends. It would be amazing. I'm down for that. I also want to go hiking, but that's not really on my bucket list. Like I could do that quote unquote easily. I want to start like tennis, like play tennis with my friends, or like volleyball, any type of sports. I have a lot of things that I want to do on our bucket list, and I still am going to focus, of course, of like how I'm feeling and mental health and like all of that, but I still really want to enjoy this summer. I'm excited. And to end on something a little bit more like philosophical, I realized that prioritizing myself shouldn't be, I shouldn't feel like guilty for doing so because I feel like I'm selfish or like, egocentric. Prioritizing yourself and your peace is the best thing I think that I've done in the course of those 5 years. That I shouldn't feel obligated to do certain things. If I don't have the energy to go to this hangout, I can text my friends and say, hey, I'm not feeling like it. Can we schedule it another day? And I'm super, super honored and grateful. I'm gonna cry again. But I really do have amazing friends. Like, YOLO. But those are happy tears because I freaking love you. And sometimes I'm like, what did I do? Why do I deserve to have amazing people around me? And you make me feel like I have imposter syndrome because you're so amazing, okay? But I just gotta appreciate it and stop trying to find answers and just appreciate the moment. And I freaking love you guys. Yeah. So, on that note, take care of yourselves, sleep well. I love you. Au revoir.